USP of Phantom is the story.
Phantom is also a very, very big film. In fact, in terms of shooting, it's more expansive than Bajrangi Bhaijaan.
Whatever Kabir says is correct. Right. He's the 300 crore filmmaker right now.
A film is something that you have to take everything in your stride. There is no other profession in this world that gets more publicly discussed than a film.
In fact, you've said in an interview that Vishal Bharadwaj has asked you for that you need to build a beautiful body for.
Yeah, I'm really worried how I'm going to do that.
When a guy is told that you.
I'm happy. I think it's really important. I think guys and girls, but we're fighting for equality, right?
I said beautiful.
I'm saying the term beautiful body for a guy.
But it is like that. Beautiful is generic. Guys are beautiful. Girls are beautiful. You can be beautiful.
What are you trying to say?
When I read that, I was clear. I had a clear picture of what beautiful was.
Yeah,
when I read that, Vishal sir wants me to
that.
build the beautiful body. In my head, I had the visual there.
Michelangelo, David.
Looking forward to Rangoon?
Yeah, of course. Looking forward to working with Vishal. He's such a good character director. It'd be really nice. I'm looking forward to doing some good work.
Absolutely, and I think you and Shai, the way at Jhalak Dikhla Ja, the sort of pictures that are coming out, you guys had a lot of fun as well, I think, shooting.
Except that the selfie me, Shahid and you, the selfie me, Shahid and you took, they've cut you out of it.
I know, but I'm saying the guy who takes the selfie, I think always looks good. And the people in the back look like rubbish. It's not. No, look, he's a gentleman and he's very nice, and I really look forward to working with him. I met him a few times, and he seems like a very, very nice guy.
What after Phantom?
After Phantom, Faridun, I'm going to take a holiday because last 2 years I've been shooting non-stop. It's been the most hectic 2 years of my life. At some points I felt, have I bitten off more than I can chew? But I'm really happy. I have a great team. I have a great set of ADs, production, and both films are very big. Phantom is also a very, very big film. In fact, in terms of shooting, it's more expansive than Bajrangi Bhaijaan. But I'm really happy with both these films.
Talks of maybe Bang Bang Part 2 as well. So any truth?
I heard, but I don't know if it's true, but I heard via the grapevine, actually by gossip, that Bang Bang 2 is happening with a new director, now Siddharth, and a new
actor.
New peoples.
Even I heard this.
New peoples is not a word.
New peoples.
Yeah.
Right.
If so, then that's wonderful.
I've also heard from I've heard from serious sources.
You have, no? So I think we get our gossip from the same place.
Yeah. There's only one gossip central in the industry.
There's this actress called Mavra. Apparently, she said something that I'm against terrorism and all these things. She has been. There's an actor called Shan who's just gunning for her in terms of that you should ban her and all that. So it's like strange. It's like really.
It means that there is no liberal voice around.
Yeah. Freedom of speech means what then?
But then they're saying that apparently she's having 3 movies in India and she's a sellout and all those things. So it's like
really I think people can say what they like, but if it translates into her actually getting into trouble or her job getting threatened or something terrible happening to her, then that's really a terrible situation, isn't it?
Yeah, she has deleted those tweets of hers apparently, and
that's okay. We also deleted our tweets when the pressure gets too high from people here. Please, I don't know. Since I'm getting pulled into this whole thing, I want to say that when it comes to the two countries, we must not make ourselves out to be so great that we don't do any of these things either. I mean, don't our actors have to delete their tweets when it gets hot? Hasn't Neha Dhupia had to apologize because she said something as simple as please make our city safe or make our country before you talk about this? Correct. So she was almost in a lot of trouble for doing that, wasn't she?
This is Rishita from India. This is what, according to her, is USP of Phantom.
The USP of Phantom.
It's a marketing kind of question.
Yeah, it is.
Fan, rather than.
And it's hard.
Like, what color is your?
What's your favorite color?
Yeah, no. Like, how do I get my? Is that what she wants to know, really?
I have no clue. Actually,
it's quite
USP of Phantom is the story. It's a boring answer, I know, but. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I said the 300 crore director answer, that too. But no, it's Kabir's storytelling. Kabir has a really unique style of filmmaking that nobody else has, and
Katrina's accent is also quite like.
That we're not supposed to make that a USP of anything.
It's my USP.
We're talking about that. No, Seth. Take two. Like on Jhalak, take two.
Okay, sorry.
This is Huda from Pakistan for Katrina. An item number you have enjoyed the most doing. There's Afghan Jalebi in
Yeah,
fact.
but there's,
just enjoy
there's no
that.
dance. There's no dance for
Right.
me, so I can't classify that as a dance.
Correct.
Dance number I enjoy doing. Dance number I enjoy doing the most. Enjoyed is a hard word because I find dance very hard and taxing and requiring a lot out of you. But probably I'd say Chikni Chameli.
Great.
Just because there was so many dancers and people I knew, and it was all of us kind of doing this as a team, and there was a nice team spirit.
Sure, absolutely. This is Saif
I don't think
online.
anyone was looking at them much. I don't think anyone was looking much at them, at the rest of the team.
Right,
Sorry,
absolutely.
team. Didn't notice the team.
What is your?
But they were very important for me.
What according to you is her
I
film?
like Sheila Ki Jawani. Yeah. I've performed that as well in Cocktail.
Right.
Have you?
Yeah, you haven't seen that scene.
No, but I
I'm
will
wearing a
now.
Viking helmet and lingerie and high heels.
Dancing Sheila Ki Jawani. Thanks a lot, huh? Thank you.
You've just had like a 300 crore film. In fact, in our interview with Saif and Katrina, we were discussing that everything that Kabir Khan says right now is correct. He's the 300 crore film director actually. But as far as Phantom is concerned, you've got like good reviews, but there have been some not so good reviews as well. In fact, I'll just take one of the reviews that Meenakshi Shetty has posted that in sharp contrast to his sentimental comic humanity above religions and borders, Bajrangi Bhaijaan, the box office blaster starring Salman Khan, that released just over a month ago, Phantom is a vigilante and jingoistic film with a bump em off message. Will the real Kabir Khan please stand up? I don't agree with the jingoistic part. I felt that maybe she's not correct.
Her point of view, she's obviously somebody who sees Pakistan as one big amorphous mass, is not able to distinguish between, a terrorist and the other elements. So if that's her point of view, that's her point of view. I mean, a film is something that you have to take everything in your stride. There is no other profession in this world that gets more publicly discussed than a film. Right? So we've decided to be in this profession. We're going to make our stuff. Of course, there are going to be people who are going to dislike it, people are going to love it, and we just have to see basically what is the drift. And I think in Phantom, the drift is definitely positive. I don't want to get into who has said what, because they all have their point of view. I don't agree with a lot of them and their credentials to be critiquing films. I think all I need to say is that people have accepted it. I think it's had impacted a lot of people very deeply. I can, it's my 5th film. I can make out when there's some messages which are regular messages. I can make out messages where you can see that it's deeply impacted somebody, and I've had that sort of impression from Bajrangi. I've had that with Phantom. It's really working strongly with a lot of people. I think that's also being reflected in figures that are good for this film, and it's holding on strongly.
I spoke to Kabir Khan a few days back, and he said that Phantom is Katrina's best performance by far. So, So what do you have to say about Kabir Khan? And he is the 300 crore filmmaker right now. So जो भी कह रहे हैं वो सही साबित हो रहा है.
Correct. I think you hit the nail on the head. Whatever Kabir says is correct.
Right.
He's the 300 crore filmmaker right now. So whatever he says is right.
Biggest footfalls as well.
But besides from that, which of course is amazing, he's also a really, really close and dear friend of mine, and has been since New York, which is quite a few years now.
Right.
He's part of my group of very close friends. Sometimes we see each other more, sometimes we see each other less, but that connection is there. So I think whatever he says and he believes and he feels is comes from that place of friendship and love. So.